Hey YouTube, Vinny M here. We're going to Washington, D.C., where we will be essentially spending 6 days, but one day is travel up and one day is travel back. So we're really only going to get to see the city of Washington, D.C. for 4 full days. I am filming this at the end of the trip, and it has been a really great trip and a really great experience overall, with some ups and downs, which are to be expected. This will be the first video which covers the trip up as well as our first full day in Washington, D.C. and every other day will be its own separate video. So be sure to check out each individual day if you are coming to Washington, D.C. and want to see what there is to experience up here. And I'm trying not to put too many spoilers in the video, kind of quick glimpses at what you'll see up here when you come visit, but not go into full detail and show you every single little thing so that it spoils your trip. So without further ado, let's get on the road, even though I'm already here. You know what I mean. Day one. So we're currently in Virginia, and if you don't know very much about Virginia, you've never drove through Virginia, Virginia has really strict speeding laws and traffic laws in general. In North Carolina, you can drive wherever you want. We're kind of a non-communist state. Just do what you want when you want to do it, and pretty much people leave you alone. So in a lot of states, you can't stay in the left-hand lane on the interstate like we're doing and this white car is doing. You can only use it for passing, and then you have to get over back in the right-hand lane, which is kind of dumb because it slows the amount of traffic that can travel down the same road at the same time. But whatever, that's the rules. Virginia has took that to a new level of savagery because we just passed this sign. Virginia, the state of savages. Wow. So we made it to Washington. Well, actually we're in Alexandria, Virginia, and we're at a Target in order to get some groceries because it's the only thing close to our hotel. And you have to have a parking slip to park at a Target. They actually have gate arms, and you have to put this in the machine when you leave to get out of the parking lot at a Target just to shop for groceries in this place. Wow. Alright, so it's our first day here, and we're going to go into Washington, D.C. We're going to go to the Air and Space Museum. We're going to go to all of the monuments that are on the National Mall, as they call it, Lincoln Memorial, Washington Monument, all that. See the Capitol Building and the White House, and I'll try to take pictures and footage when I can. I really don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I hear it's very crowded up here. We are going to be taking the subway. I've never rode a subway before. There's no subways where I'm from, so that's going to be an interesting experience. I'm kind of hoping it's not like standing room only crowds like you see in movies of like how New York is, but we're going to find out. So let's get the day started and see what we can get into. So currently we're waiting on a shuttle to take us to a subway station. I don't really like public transportation, so this is all kind of strange. We'll see how it turns out. But that it's apparently the only way to get around Washington without apparently spending a ton of time in traffic. It took us like 30 minutes to go 3 miles last night. Well, we made it to downtown Washington. We're right here where all the Smithsonians are. I hate public transportation and I hated the subway. So I'll probably hate everything else about the travel and transportation situation up here too. Yeah. So as you can see, there really wasn't that much stuff there, and most of the museum is closed for construction, so we didn't really get to see a lot, so it's kind of a bummer, and I just really wasn't that impressed. I've been to the Air Force Museum at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. That is a serious aviation museum. This just seemed like a bunch of little small galleries with little knickknacks from space missions and stuff to look at, but nothing real substantial to see back there. Currently, we're on the National Mall, walking towards the Capitol back here. So, yeah, just exploring, seeing what's up. So far, not that impressed though. So we're eating lunch now. I don't even know what this place is called. I think it's called the Penn Quarter. It is the closest place to National Mall. So the National Bank is right there. And as far as where I come from, this place is pretty expensive. Like a hamburger here is like $15, and in Winston-Salem, where I live, you know, even the best hamburger joints are only charging like $11. So, looks like the cost of living in DC is a little bit higher, so bring plenty of money. So we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna go to some monuments. So I got the French dip, and it looks pretty good. What did you get?
Buffalo chicken.
A buffalo chicken sandwich. So we're at the World War II Memorial behind me here. That's the Washington Monument. And I happen to notice there's a little World War II kind of old school meme right here in this little ventilation area on the monument. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Kilroy was here. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's kind of interesting little World War II GI thing that they did. So this is where we're staying. This is Homewood Suites by Hilton of Alexandria, Virginia. They only have suites. They don't have regular hotel rooms. As you can see, we have a decent sized kitchen here with a full refrigerator. We went shopping. There's a Target across the street. Got some groceries so we can eat here if we want to. Have a couch, ottoman, table, a chair. There's a TV in here. Even a dishwasher. You come in here to the bedroom, single king bed, another TV in here, and then this is interesting. This is the largest area I have ever seen for a bathroom. The bathroom between the area you get ready in and the bathroom itself is as big as the bedroom. It's literally huge. And you have two sinks in here. And you go through this door, you have a huge tub right there. Walk-in shower, toilet, extra towels and stuff. It's really, really nice, and it doesn't cost that much. This only cost us $1,177 for the entire week, and they have free breakfast, free dinner, all downstairs, and they have a free bus that takes you to the subway station in Alexandria, which will get you into Washington, D.C. in about 30 minutes. So we went to the Smithsonian today and the National Mall, and we never had to park or drive or anything. Hotel took us to the subway station, subway took us to Washington, and we walked everywhere once we were there. So I highly recommend this place, and again, it is Homewood Suites by Hilton of Alexandria, Virginia. The price really isn't that bad for what you get. So it's the end of the first day. We're back at the hotel just relaxing. We walked like 22,000 steps today. You'll see that on my Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. Lots of walking for not a whole lot of reward. I hate to say that, but the Air and Space Museum for the Smithsonian, more than half of it was closed for construction. So we didn't get to see a whole lot there, which was really a bummer. The White House is also under construction. They're putting a new fence around it, so couldn't even get a good picture of the White House because there's a bunch of construction equipment and construction barriers and stuff in front of it. So there's that. And then all of the stuff that I expected to be really cool just wasn't. Like the Lincoln Memorial, it took me 20 minutes to take a picture of the Lincoln Memorial because every time you go to take a picture, there is someone walking in front of you, or they're holding their camera up right in front of your camera, and just a lot of disrespectful people up here. I don't know if you noticed in the footage of the subway, but as we're going down the escalator, people aren't even riding the escalator. They're just zipping past you, zoom, 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 like you're not moving fast enough for them. They're very pushy and shovey. So it hasn't been a great experience yet. Hopefully it will be tomorrow, though. Tomorrow we're going to some museums and stuff that are actually a whole lot higher rated than the stuff we went to today. So we still have almost a whole week ahead of us. Lots of potential to see and experience things up here in Washington, D.C. But thus far, I'm not nearly as impressed as I thought I would be, unfortunately.